it's deep inside of me. But they hate when you're successful cause they try to be. They sit there being judgmental because you're trying things, and they just want you to settle and do the right thing. So get a good job, don't slack off. Wake up every morning, make a
Man, I keep missing. Why do I always turn around during a live? But we out here on live. Waiting for Lleo. Waiting for Lleo to join us today. Hopefully everybody's day was good. If you don't know what we're doing a Bible study. I'm pretty sure it's Tuesday. Yes. It's Tuesday. And she should be getting on here. We're waiting for Lleo. And we are getting into the English Standard Version. A lot of things has happened. And we are going to do a lot of reading. Where is Lleo? Come on now. Come on. Come on in. Come on. Maybe I can send a request in. Sent her an invite because she's taking a long time. Where we at? 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 Get it. Lleo's in the building. The building. Y'all, this day is coming to an end. Hey.
Hey.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome in.
Like my coach be saying, come on in, baby.
Oh, man. Yep.
Wow, this is awesome. Back on Instagram.
Right. So we're going to be rotating from YouTube Live and through Instagram.
Mm-hmm. This works, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we are started another episode of our Bible study, and I think we're on chapter 28 today.
Yeah.
I just have to say it's a Tuesday. The energy definitely been weird today, but we don't give no acknowledgments.
Yeah, no, we don't even have positive thoughts.
Mm.
Tomorrow will always be a better day.
Oh, yes. A whole new world.
Sing it, girl.
Oh, that's all you get it from me.
Yeah, I be telling her she should be in a whole Disney theme song music.
Don't be telling them people that.
She has a very angelic voice.
Oh my God.
She can hit different notes when she wants to. It's funny because you'll go from whatever. Like, listen, she'll go a little hardcore, okay? And then she'll go to like a beat that you could literally find in a Disney movie. So she do it all, okay? She do it all. You don't know what
everything in one package.
She'll go soft and romantic. She'll be happy in a Disney movie. Did she go off? Okay.
Okay, you don't want to see that
mess
go
with
off
her.
in her. You just don't want to see it, okay? I remember when I was at my job and I was having troubles with my lead. I don't know why. She just was like on my butt with everything I did. And it was one point and she was like standing there like kind of talking to us while we were working. And I forgot why this was brought up, but I was like, oh, y'all don't want to see me mad. Yeah, I said, y'all ain't never seen me mad. You don't want to see me mad. She was like, no, we don't.
No. Wait, who said no, we don't?
My lead. She
better
seen a little bit of it already because she kept coming for me and I don't know why. So I ain't never got like super mad at her, but like, I'm quick with the snap. Like if you gonna come disrespect me, at least,
what's
disrespect me
crazy?
respectfully.
It's crazy though. Like I don't really, as far as I can remember, I don't remember ever getting disrespected from my boss.
Yeah.
I don't think I have gotten disrespected from my boss.
Girl, I've seen it plenty times.
Girl, that's true.
But it's probably just, it's the energy that I have. I'm too straightforward, too direct. People don't like that shit. Oh, sorry. People don't like that, though, for real. Like, I'm going to just be like, well, hey, this is what I'm seeing, and this is how it feels. And people don't like to be called out.
Yeah. I've definitely had, like, some colleagues where I felt the energy dynamic was, like, weird. Like, it seemed like they had some type of, like, hate towards me or something. And it's like, I don't do nothing to nobody, so there's literally no reason. And it's like, I can literally vouch for myself. Like, it ain't me. It ain't me. It's something to do with them.
It's the jealousy.
Girl, but
they looking at your light and they like, dang, that girl fine and she be bubbly. Like, that's annoying. Why she always happy? I want to punch her. But then they ain't got no reason to hate on you. They ain't got no reason to hate on you, so they mad that they can't find no reason to fault you.
Yeah, pretty much. And she go to work and do her job too. Damn.
That's a real woman right there.
Yeah. Funny.
To be the only real woman amongst all the fakes. No, let me calm down.
That means but the goal is to get away from all that shenanigans, right? We over having freaking to tolerate managers and leads and supervisors and just unhappy team members, right? Spreading all that negativity around. Oof. Just because they not happy. Like, even though I don't think I did a lot of complaining, but the more you're around people who do start to do the complaining, it's like it starts to rub off and then you kind of get into that mix. Girl. I think I did a whole video on that too. I was talking about that.
Yeah,
I forgot I'm alive drinking this whole gallon of water.
Hey, sometimes you need to.
I drink too much water and I drink a whole gallon. I just drink out the gallon.
That's good. Yeah.
Yeah, I just have to be looking thuggish. You got a whole gallon in the street.
Here. Hold on.
Everybody get your gallon. Get your gallon of water. Because any other beverages out there most likely gonna put you down, man.
We got our gallon, okay? Let's everybody take a sip drink.
I usually drink pure water, but when it gets down to a certain point, sometimes I'll pour a little something in there.
What is it?
It's like a flavor.
Something.
It's like a mango peach green tea drink. Yeah.
I'm like, hold on. Now,
yeah, I know. I did have to explain that because it didn't sound like I had some yak in here or something. Some gin and juice. Like, nah, we ain't doing none of that.
Riah's like, I'm sick of these people.
You know what I'm saying?
I need a little sippy sip. Mix it
Not
with the
just
water.
a shit, but a chug too. It's the kind of day we have it.
Oh, I feel it. It's been that type of day.
Yeah, it's been some weird stuff. I was telling Lleo that, like, man, the past 4 days, it's been so weird for me personally, like, energetically, compared to, like, the energy I've been having. So, yeah, there's some weird shifts going on for sure.
Yeah. See, and I feel that too, because, well, I can't say the past 4 days, because actually, like, last week and this weekend, literally up until today, everything's been like all the hand signs. Like, what's this, the mantra? Everything's been good, you know, but I don't know what's up today. But I just feel like, you know, so we just had that. I'm looking at my calendar, by the way. So we just had a new moon, and so this week is like the build up to the full moon. And so this week and next week, I just kind of feel like, you know, the energy might feel weird, but to keep that optimistic, positive mindset, that's what's going to transform.
Yeah.
That's what's going to transform and make this month like magical.
Yeah, we got to work with what we're given, what's getting thrown at us. We got to work through it.
Ooh.
But
let me tell you, I've been doing some work today.
So wait, because there was an eclipse, I wonder if that is why kind of things might be kind of shifting. I don't know too much about what an eclipse brings.
Yeah.
But I do wonder. I've been wondering, you know.
You know what? And I was thinking the same thing. I don't really know too much about the energy of an eclipse either. There's a girl that I watch on YouTube. Her name is Jessica Alexandria. Her YouTube channel is called Bahati Life. And she does astrology. And so she did just make like an astrology video about all she usually does. So I haven't gotten a chance to go back and look at that because she's like a triple Virgo. So sun, moon, rising Virgo. So she's like spot on and very detailed with it and her explanation and everything. Like,
wow,
ain't nothing left behind. And so like I trust her because she's not led nothing astray. I just haven't gone and seen her video in a while because she also does tarot, and she does really a good job with tarot, but you know I've kind of been not so into the tarot stuff anymore. So I just really mainly watch her for the astrology information.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, I think so too, especially because, you know, didn't you bring up just yesterday on the live about that movie?
Oh, wait, the movie with Thomas? What movie?
The Eclipse, the Twilight movie series.
Oh yeah, girl. You funny.
Yeah.
Oh, there was this movie Thomas too that I wanted to watch. So I forgot what the full movie is, but something on Thomas. But it's supposed to be a crazy movie. Crazy movie about the things amongst us that we don't see with the naked eye.
Oh, really?
Yes. It's an older movie, but I saw it from somebody mentioning it on TikTok.
Speaking of movie, side comment, you know, I'm still waiting on when we're going to watch our movie together. You just let me know.
Oh my God, I lost my voice.
Come correct.
You know, I'm down. I'm down tonight.
Let's put a poll in the chat. Did that sound like she was really down?
I'm gonna be honest. 70% down. I was just thinking, like, you know, I could retwist my hair and watch that movie. You know, I did take a nap today, and this is where we're at.
That actually sounds like a good idea. I've been trying to do mine too. It's all fuzzy and crazy.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
Yeah, but let's start to get into it, girl, because you know we could be talking all day.
I know, right? It look like we've been going for 15 minutes already just talking.
Yeah.
All right, well, we're in Genesis chapter 28, easy to read, English Standard Version.
Mm-hmm.
And to recap, just to recap, or do you want to do a recap this time?
Oh, ma'am. Y'all, listen. The way my mind is set up and the way, like, the muscle memory, me telling a story, we'll be here all day. Okay? As a matter of fact, I got my notebook, so I'll be taking some notes from here on out.
Okay. All right.
For things that hit, so I can recall.
Okay. Well,
We got Lleo in the building, so.
Just to quickly recap what happened here. So, what happened in chapter 27 was that, so Isaac is old, and he can't see very well anymore, and so he wants to give his oldest son, a blessing, and so he tells his son to go out and get me some game, like my favorite food, make it for me and serve it to me so that my spirits are high, so that I may be able to bless you. And Isaac's wife, Rebecca, hears him over speaking, like eavesdropping, talking to her oldest son. Now, mind you, Isaac favors the oldest son and Rebecca favors the youngest son. And so Rebecca hears Isaac talking to his older son, Esau, and she goes to the younger son and she says, hey, look, this is what I heard your daddy saying to your brother. And so this is what I want you to do. I want you to go out, get something, go get some good food, go get something that he likes, some lamb or something. I forgot exactly. I think she said lamb. And bring it back, and I'm going to prepare it. I'm going to do everything else. I just need you to go get it and bring it back. And then he was like, what if I do all these things and instead of getting a blessing, he curses me? And she's like, don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. Like, we're going to do it right. Right. And so then he goes and does what his mom tells him to do. She makes the meal for him and prepares it. And she dresses, the youngest son's name is Jacob. So she dresses Jacob in like Esau, who's the oldest son, in Esau's clothing, puts lamb skin on his hands, and just makes him look and smell like his older brother. And she tells him to bring that food to his father so that maybe he can bless you. And pretty much he went in there with his father and faked like he was his older brother. And through that whole process, he pretty much stole the blessing that his father was going to bestow on his older brother. Mm-hmm. Stole that for himself. And when his brother came in, he's weeping because pretty much the blessing was for the older brother to be able to rule over his younger brother and have him as his servant. And Isaac couldn't think of a better blessing, so he just tells him, that you might go through the affliction, but one day, I forget exactly how he worded it, but he says pretty much one day you're going to get so frustrated and then the yoke that your brother holds over your neck will crack, which I figured means that after a certain point of time, you get sick of your brother's stuff, he ain't going to have no more control over you.
Yeah.
So that's the recap of chapter 27. And so now
it was a lot.
Yeah, it was a lot.
Yeah.
I missed a lot, but if you
want
to read it, definitely go back into 27.
Yeah. Real quick though, what came to my mind too that I don't think we talked about, but we were talking about like witchy things and why that sounded witchy. Y'all, we went off on that chapter. That was a good discussion, by the way. So y'all need a recap on that last chapter 27. But,
which, by the way, everything is uploaded on YouTube, so you can find that on mine or Mariah's YouTube in a playlist.
Yeah. But Oh, so the fact that she was preparing, because I think I don't know if she prepared both of the meals, but she prepared Jacob's meal. And now I'm thinking about it, like, if she was a witch, then she could have literally casted all kinds of stuff on that food.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, did all kind of stuff to that food. That just
Yeah.
came into my mind. Like, that's probably why she wanted to prepare it. Like, not just to take credit for, like, preparing that food somehow. Like, I don't know, but did we mention that?
Well, not
Yeah.
necessarily. No, we didn't talk about that, but I don't think it was necessarily that she was trying to take credit for the food. She was
Mm-hmm.
trying to give the credit to her youngest son so he can get the blessing rather than her older son.
But Jacob knows how to cook, though. That's the thing. Remember, he would always prepare the game that
Yeah.
his brother would bring. So he's capable of doing that.
Yeah.
She really didn't have to do it. So the only thing that can come to mind is she wanted to do something to that food.
Yeah, that's
Like,
a good point. She probably did do something to that food. It's possible that she did something to that food. Because Esau, he went and got the food and prepared it himself. So I mean, that whole scene was kind of witchcraft, so I just don't doubt it. I don't doubt it, but
okay.
we're in 28 now. I'll start off reading. Oh, did we say our prayer?
We did not.
Okay, I'll start off the prayer.
Okay.
Divine Father and Mother, thank you for bringing us together tonight, holding this space. Lord, I pray that you keep your hand over our lives in these times. Lord, I pray that you just pull our attention closer to you as we're going through just everyday life occurrences. You know, the things that try to knock us off our beat or bring us down in a day, that the enemy has no control over us as long as we can focus on you, as long as we can bring our attention back to you. Lord, I just pray that for whoever may need some deliverance or some guidance right now or today, whenever they're hearing it, that you deliver them and you guide them to where they need to go. And I pray that you open their heart to receive that guidance. You want to jump in?
Yes, I pray that this space that we're in, me, Lleo, and everybody else who's watching, I pray that their space is sacred during this time, is protected, cleansed, that darkness doesn't surround our areas. And I just ask that you continue to be present with us, show us that we are loved, show us that we are cared for, that we are protected, and we're guided always, even when life events can kind of lead us astray sometimes, so that we can continue to see the path that we are meant to walk. And I just pray for the health of everybody, that we're taking care of our bodies, our temples, our mind, our spirits, and that we just continue to raise and rise, and just do better each day. I thank you. So, amen. And thank you,
Amen.
universe.
All right.
All right.
Okay. So Jacob sent to Laban. Then Isaac called Jacob and blessed him and directed him. You must not take a wife from the Canaanite women.
Where are you at again?
28. Chapter
Okay, I
28.
got you, because you must have read. Okay.
Okay. And Isaac called Jacob and blessed him and directed him. You must not take a wife from the Canaanite women. Arise, go to Padan Aram, to the house of Bethuel, your mother's father, and take as your wife from there one of the daughters of Laban, your mother's brother. So your cousins? Okay. God Almighty bless you and make you fruitful and multiply you, that you may become a company of peoples. May he give the blessing of Abraham to you and to your offspring with you, that you may take possession of the land of your sojournings that God gave to Abraham. Thus Isaac sent Jacob away, and he went to Padan Aram, to Laban, the son of Bethuel, the Aramean, the brother of Rebekah, Jacob's and Esau's mother. So I just want to quickly just say that, so in the last chapter, you know, when Isaac blessed Jacob, he wasn't aware that it was Jacob that he was blessing. He thought it was Esau. And so while now he knows that it's Jacob that he's blessing, I'm not sure if he knows why Jacob is going away. Because remember, the mom was like, well, you know, I overheard your brother talking about killing you, so I'm going to send you away. But I hope you don't marry one of them Canaanite women, because I don't like them.
Yeah.
So I don't know if Isaac knows why his son is going away. But I think it's interesting now that he knows that it was his son that stole that blessing, and he's blessing him more.
Yeah. I'm not sure.
I mean, I guess it is his son, and he's going away, so you do want to give him blessings in that, but the fact that he stole the blessing that he intended to give to his other son, you know, you would think that there was some consequences in that after he found out.
Yeah. I also think it's crazy that Asu is like he immediately wants blood. Like his only revenge is to kill Jacob.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when you think about it, though, if somebody takes your birthrights and your blessings, that's like literally taking everything from you.
That is like taking everything, but I mean, I don't know. I guess everybody's different because like you're not gonna have that initial thoughts about, oh, I'm gonna kill you. Like, girl, that had to be some deep hate. Like, yo, like you're mad. Like you only see anger right now.
Yeah.
So he's living with a lot of anger right now because of that. And I get he's in a rough situation. That does suck. Like really bad. Yeah.
Yeah. I can understand why he would be that angry though too. It's like literally my own brother came against me.
Yeah.
You know.
No, I can understand that, but it's
everything that was mine, he swept from right under my feet. For
violence
no reason.
is never the answer, guys.
Off with his head.
And it shall roll away. Let me stop.
It shall not roll away because I'm going to stomp that.
Well, you know what side? You know what side?
This is the girl that she says sings like a fairy tale. No.
Wait, what?
So this is the girl that you said sings like a fairy tale.
Yeah.
Stomp that trick. No.
You wild. You're wild.
Okay.
She forgetting where she is. We don't cleanse this space and pray for this space.
It's still cleansed. We're good.
Okay.
There's nobody specific that I'm talking about. I'm talking about Isaac's head. All right, let me calm down. So Esau marries an Ishmaelite. I don't know how to say that. I'm gonna just say Ishmaelite.
Mm-hmm.
Now Esau saw that Isaac had blessed Jacob and sent him away to Padan Aram to take a wife from there, and that as he blessed him, he directed him, "You must not take a wife from the Canaanite women," and that Jacob had obeyed his father and his mother and gone to Padan Aram. So when Esau saw that the Canaanite woman did not please Isaac his father, Esau went to Ishmael and took as his wife. Besides the wives he had, uh, Mahalath, the daughter of Ishmael, Abraham's son, the sister of Nebaioth. So is that supposed to be like he had so much envy for his brother that when he saw his dad tell him, "Oh, don't go get a Canaanite woman," that's what he went and did? I'm not sure.
Maybe he didn't want to leave, huh? Maybe he's mad that he had to leave, so to spite them, he did that.
Oh no, this is not. No, Isaac.
Oh.
No, Jacob. Jacob is the one that got blessed and sent away. So Jacob obeyed, but Esau is the one that is like he saw his dad tell his brother that, and so then he goes and marries a woman. But I'm not sure if this woman is a Canaanite woman or not. I guess that's where it's confusing.
Oh.
Because it says, so when Esau saw that the Canaanite woman did not please Isaac his father, Esau went to Ishmael and took his wife beside the wives he had.
Oh. So I wonder, is this lady, who is Mahalath?
I think that's the wife that he took.
That he just took.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and we don't know her. We don't know much. We don't know. I feel like I've seen her name pop up, but I don't know.
I don't think
what
we've seen her.
she's in. I remember seeing this name somewhere on the list of names, girl.
Oh, so maybe that's Isaac's. Maybe that's Isaac's other brother's wife.
I don't know, but this is weird.
Because isn't his other brother named Ishmael? I think so.
I'm not sure.
I think his other brother, the one that was his half brother with the mistress, that's his name, Ishmael.
Mm.
Maybe that's why they don't want them to go. Oh, that makes sense. Oh, that does make sense. So they must be the Canaanite people. Because I think that's why Rebecca didn't want him to go marry one of the Canaanite women, because of Ishmael, the other son that she saw laughing at her baby when he was weaning.
Mm-hmm. It's so, kind of crazy that when they Ishmael is whose kid again?
Ishmael is Abraham's son with the mistress, the first son that he had. The first son that he had when when Sarah was like, hey, I can't have a baby, but sleep with the mistress and we'll take that baby as our own. And then later down the line, she regretted that she did that.
Okay. So he's not a sibling to like a Sue or Jacob.
Like a half brother.
Oh, like a half brother.
Wait, no. I'm sorry. The sibling of Ishmael is Isaac. So that's his half brother.
Mm.
And Esau and Jacob is Isaac's children.
Okay. See, it'd be hard to keep up sometimes because they'll have like another kid, and it seems like always the third kid is always kind of like drifted away until they bring him back again.
Yeah.
That's some weird stuff, but
yeah. So to make this make sense, Ishmael would be like their half uncle, and then he went and married one of his half cousins.
Okay.
Which is one of the women that Rebecca didn't want him to marry. So it sounded like he did it out of spite. Like he was just so angry out with his brother. And he was just like, fuck, F it. Like, they don't want him to do that. I'm going to go do it.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Let's see. You want to start here?
Okay. Jacob's dream. Jacob left Beersheba and went toward Haran, and he came to a certain place and stayed there that night because the sun had set. Taking one of the stones of the place, he put it under his head and lay down in that place to sleep. And he dreamed, and behold, there was a ladder set up on the earth, and the top of it reached to heaven, and behold, the angels of God were ascending and descending on it. And behold, the Lord stood above it and said, I am the Lord, the God of Abraham, your father, and the God of Isaac. The land on which you lie, I will give to you and to your offspring. Your offspring shall be like the dust of the earth, and you shall spread abroad to the west, and to the east, and to the north, and to the south. And in you and your offspring shall all the families of the earth be blessed. Behold, I am with you, and will keep you wherever you go, and I will bring you back to this land, for I will not leave you until I have done what I have promised you. Then Jacob awoke from his sleep and said, Surely the Lord is in this place, and I did not know it. And he was afraid and said, How awesome is this place? This is none other than the house of God, and this is the gate of heaven. Should we stop right here?
So Jacob arrived to where he was supposed to go. Is that, I missed the first
Yeah, he's
beginning of that.
basically at the place he's supposed to be because he dreamed this dream, this holy dream. He got a message from, God, the creator. Um, he got this spiritual message, literally seeing like angels descending or ascending, and he wakes up and says, Surely the Lord is in this place that he knows, and he didn't know it until he dreamed that dream.
Oh, okay.
That's actually really interesting. That's
Yeah.
a really I don't know how to say it, like
Like a prophetic.
prophetic dream, like literally.
Mm-hmm.
Those dreams be so intense of dreams.
Yeah. So, and I just think it's interesting how the Lord already said that this was all going to happen. So he literally just time had to play. So it's interesting on this. It's interesting for me on the facts that a chapter or two ago, the Lord literally told Rebecca that this was going to happen, and
Oh,
time just had to go play itself out before the right season came for all this to come true. And now he's in a season where he is having that prophetic vision from the Lord, where he's like, oh well, this is actually really true. Like,
the true statement of like saying that the Lord is going to be with you and you're going to be communicative. Like, what was the message again? I don't remember.
from Rebecca, the Lord came to her and told her why she was having complications in her pregnancy, remember? And she said that your son are going to be two different nations and they're going to clash, and your youngest one is going to rule over the oldest one.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
okay.
So, and he's literally telling him through this dream that I'm going to be with you until the promise is fulfilled. I feel like also that's another message on its own, just to like, if anybody ever, because, okay, so,
Mm.
oh, I don't want to say this.
Ooh.
Oh, God. You want to pick up?
Well, I don't know what you were about to say, but I do have some other thoughts. I'm sorry, I don't know where you're going. But
Go ahead.
oh well, I really find it so interesting though, like how after Jacob did some sinful things, even though he was guided to do so, like how he still like, God is still on his side still, like
Yeah.
Like it's not a thing when he be doing some hardcore punishments. We already know. Like he ain't afraid to come with it, right?
Yeah.
But I find that interesting, and that's why I keep telling people like
You
your
mean Jacob?
dreams have a your dreams, huh?
You mean Jacob?
Jacob. I forgot. What did I say?
Isaac.
Oh yeah, I meant Jacob, y'all. And then I do find it interesting. Like they're starting to say a lot of dreams now in this book so
Yeah.
far now. And dreams do play a very, important part. Like that's how you can connect with spirit.
Mm-hmm.
And I just find it interesting how people still till today will not associate that, like won't take their dreams as that serious. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
I think dreams are something you're supposed to be dissecting down, writing down, like writing out, reflecting on it. Like you can have
Mm-hmm.
some real spiritual dreams, and that's all.
Yeah.
I'll leave at that.
Well, yeah. Yeah. Just like you said, them dreams, them prophetic dreams, they real. I believe that they come to us all. But what I was gonna say was, you know, sometimes we might get to a place where we have this dream and the Lord's talking to us directly, and we can't come to a place where where we believe. Maybe either our faith isn't strong enough, or we're just discouraged from what we were just told in that dream, or what we just saw in that dream, or maybe even the fact that we don't completely understand it, and so we reject it. And so it's um like the power of the dream itself, and even if you can come to a place to believe it's
No.
even a little bit with that faith, that's faith of a mustard seed or
Yeah,
whatever.
that's what it
And that's
was.
why I didn't want to say that, because I'm like, yeah, I was thinking about that dream that I had the other day. I mean, that vision, and I just don't want it.
Oh my god, that's hilarious. Hold on real quick though to add on to your thought though. Too, I think another reason people don't pay attention to their dreams like that, because I think this world that we're in and with all these movies and stuff, and they make it seem like that's just something to brush off. Like society just told us like dreams ain't nothing, like it's just a dream, like you're good.
Yeah,
Like just don't even think about it. Like
yeah,
when really like you should be focusing on that. It's not just a dream. Like you're dreaming that for a reason, you
yeah.
know. There's multiple factors into your dreams.
Well, and I think even too, like we could probably, because you're talking about there's dreams that are popping up more often, so we could probably even try to go through the Bible and search out each time they mention a dream,
Mm-hmm.
and the dream being a prophetic dream, and try to figure out, exactly, because I think one of the problems would be is like you don't know if it is a prophetic dream, or if you're just having a dream because of what you ate before you went to bed, or what you watched before you went to bed,
Or
all those
somebody
things
who
happen.
touched you, like you know what I'm saying. You brushed into somebody or something like that,
Yeah.
like or an item of somebody, like going to a thrift
Hmm.
store. Like you don't know.
Yeah. The energy that's carried with it. Yeah. All those things can affect the dream, but it's different from just having a dream or having a prophetic dream, you know? And I think you can really tell the difference too if it's like one of those dreams that shake you. I think even like some nightmares, some things that would come off. Because I think about my favorite movie, The Prince of Egypt, and when Moses was dreaming, he was having a nightmare. And his nightmare was realizing like he was running down the halls of, his family's place, and he saw the wall that was displaying his father Pharaoh dumping all them babies into the river where the alligators were, and he was supposed to be one of them children. And then he's saying that his mom pushed him and they saved him.
Oh wow.
Um, yeah, so that was like a whole nightmare for him, but it was a nightmare of the truth. And so it's like even nightmares, even nightmares you think maybe the nightmare is just something I ate, but if it's a level of truth in it, maybe that's how you can tell that was a prophetic dream.
Ew, they just had a flashback from a dream too. Yeah, I shouldn't even say that out loud because I'm not about to mention it.
Oh, you don't have to.
But anyways, hold on. No, back to what you said though. You can look. I don't. There's no doubt. I believe, like, not even hearing other people's stories, but there's just no doubt that you won't be able to distinguish a prophetic dream from just like a different aspect of a dream. Because I feel like if you get a prophetic dream and you're getting a message directly from source, they want you to know that message, okay? And you're just gonna know that, like, yo, you're just gonna feel it in your body, your soul. Like, you're just gonna feel it when you wake up.
Yeah.
And you're just gonna know. Like, I just personally think there's just no way that you just can't know. Because at that point, you're in denial.
I think,
Like,
so when you say that, I think on the aspect of like, okay, you know that was a message, but maybe you don't know what that message meant. Because I think about, did we talk about? No, this wasn't in Genesis. I think this is in Daniel. I was reading the book of Daniel, and so the king was having these dreams, and he didn't understand what the dreams meant. So he was looking for somebody. This king was selfish. He was looking for somebody to tell him what he dreamed and to interpret it instead of telling them what the dream was so that they can interpret it. He wanted somebody to tell him what he dreamed about and interpret that dream. Which, how could anybody do that when the dream was yours?
yeah.
So that wasn't the first time. He had like multiple dreams where he would have a dream and he didn't know what the dream meant, but it made him feel something, and he was scared, or it made him feel something. And so I think that too is like, when you wake up from a dream and it makes you feel something, whether it's joy or fear or worry or whatever, when you feel it and you feel it in your body, like, that's a clear sign.
I want to add into, I'm glad you brought that up. I also want to say, though, too, I'm pretty sure most of the time you have a prophetic dream, they don't want fear installed in you. So fear shouldn't be like, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't make that statement, but I just want to say, like, if it's like a positive message, kind of in a sense where they really want you to notice, like, I just don't think you're going to wake up like with fear. I think it's going to be more, you should feel happy and joyful for people who are vibrating at a higher frequency that are trying to communicate to you. Like,
Yeah.
it's one of them dreams, especially if you feeling like emotional, like almost a relief, after this dream.
I guess I bring up fear because, if you don't understand the message, you don't get the word,
You're
then
right.
it might bring up some fear. I
You're
don't think
right.
fear is necessarily bad either. I think it's just like anything. If you're
Just
going
how
to
our
focus
body
on the
responds.
fear, or, it's human for us to have some kind of a fear. Especially things that we don't understand or we don't know. Like, that's natural reaction to kind of be afraid of it.
Yeah.
I mean, I think too, like, that's where the kind of like the coaching from the Lord comes in, because I know there's been a couple times where like maybe an angel might come down. I can't remember an exact moment. I think I can probably reference Moses, and the point where, like, he went to the burning bush and then that bush started talking to him. He wasn't like, whoa, this bush is talking to me, hype. No, he was kind of afraid, and the bush told him, take your shoes off. He threw them shoes to the left, real quick. And he bowed down immediately, like, and he was afraid, but that's where the Lord's like, hey, don't be afraid. It is I. So you kind of just like, it's a natural reaction to be fearful, But are you going to allow yourself to sit in that? Or are you going to be open to receive it? It's like what you're going to do with that fear. You can literally transmute any energy that you feel to work for you.
That's true. That's actually good to think about too. Like if you were having a dream, like yeah, you may be fearful, but like what's really going on? Like, you know, try to have that awareness and like what's really like, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I know it's hard to do that.
Like
Sometimes you don't realize that you're in a dream sometimes.
Yeah. Well, even in real life, it makes me think about, like, I say this all the time, our feelings are our compass in this world, our natural born compass in this world. So once we get a deeper understanding of the things that we're feeling and then why we're feeling those things, then we can understand how to move our next steps. You know?
That when you start doing your healing, you start being more mindful, more aware, man. I'm telling you, change your life for the better. Change your life for the better, man. That's deep. That's deep.
Change me, transform me, Lord. Amen.
Man, yeah, because our emotions can definitely be intense, and it's like we have to learn how to work with them, man.
You want to talk about intense emotions? I'm a Cancer rising. I cry every day.
Girl, bye.
I'm a Scorpio moon. All I know is intense.
I'm done. Dang. I can't even deny that.
I'm a Leo sun, so I'm bold with my intensity also. You know? You just get hit with it. It's like bow, bow, bow.
It hit me like a wrecking ball.
Oh, nah.
Oh, I forgot you don't do that. You don't do her.
Take me out.
Oh. Well, I meant you on top of it. If you know the song, then you know the video.
Oh. Nah, see, I'm not the one on top. I'm the one in front. Bow.
Girl. That's not where we were going with that. Anyways. Oh my god, it's funny. All right, let's get into. We got the last paragraph, girl. Okay, so early in the morning, Jacob took the stone that he had put under his head and set it up for a pillar and poured oil on top of it. Okay, he called the name of that place Bethel, but the name of the city was Luz at first. Then Jacob made a vow saying, if God will be with me and will keep me in this way and that I go and will give me bread to eat and clothing to wear, so that I come to my father's house in peace, then the Lord shall be my God, and this stone which I have set up for a pillar shall be God's house, and all of that you give me, I will give a full tenth to you.
Oh, so he set up like an altar with that stone that he laid on and had that dream and anointed it, and was like, okay, so if I be blessed and I'm provided for, everything that I'm provided for, I'll give a tenth of it to you immediately. Which I think that's that goes back to Cain and Abel, you know, where God was like, he valued Abel's gift because he gave him his first fruits, like the best sheep.
Yeah.
And he didn't so much value Cain's gift because it could have been like an apple off the floor or something, you know. So I think that on its own, like, that's a direct, like, okay, if you notice that you're being provided for and all of your needs by the Lord, everything that you're being provided for, maybe you should be giving a tenth of that back to the Lord. And that doesn't necessarily mean that you have to go submit yourself to a church unless the Lord is telling you go submit yourself to a church. That doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be in a certain environment, but maybe you set up your own altar and a tenth of what you do, you give to the Lord, you know.
That's been on my mind heavily
receiving
lately too.
that.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, you're fine.
It's just that we've been mentioning altars lately and putting, the piece of, something to give back into an altar. And it's just funny because I've been hearing it during our Bible study, but also on videos I've been watching,
Set up your altar. What's interesting to me is, so when I was living the Baptist life when I was younger, I never have heard of an altar. It was always the chapel, the chapel, the chapel.
Yeah.
Give to the chapel, and then when I did first hear about an altar, it was, a witchy thing. And so I kind of always associated, you make an altar, it's like a demonic altar. And I always felt like I was judged because I would talk about, okay, I have my altar here and I got my things that I set up on my altar. And this altar, I feel like I'm saying the word wrong now. Maybe I'm saying it too often, but like it was never nothing like crazy. Like it would be some crystals, some water, some like a candle and an incense,
Mm-hmm.
something simple, just all the elements. And like I always felt like I was being judged, but then we've been talking about an altar in the Bible a bunch of times. And then they don't. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, it just seemed like every time they have like a message from the Lord, it seemed like they're just trying to automatically build that altar, or them to do something. But
and
go ahead.
They haven't said anything specific about these altars except that there's some kind of a sacrifice, which I perceive as some kind of giving, like you giving something up,
Mm-hmm.
And like he's saying, I'm gonna give a tenth of this, or like how Abraham found that ram and he gave the ram as a sacrifice,
Yeah.
So it could be an animal sacrifice, it could be a tenth of what you make. But I think that the basis of the altar is you make the altar to give back.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest, I don't like that whole sacrifice and like that's a little intense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? For me personally, I feel like if I did a altar, it would be like food, it'd be some items. Like I just personally just don't, I think that's just a little deep.
Yeah.
But dang, what was I gonna say? Dang, girl, something off of you had said.
About the altar?
I don't remember, girl. That's too bad.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, I don't think there's nothing wrong with, how you said, if you're going to put some food or an item or like, something like that. I think that's still like kind of like a sacrifice, but in a different way. And so that's what I would say is kind of like change the frame of how you're viewing the sacrifice. They were kind of very blunt with sacrificing an animal, but that doesn't always have to be the sacrifice. It could be maybe you put yourself on the altar, as in like the old version of who you are, lay that to rest on the altar, and now you become new.
Yeah.
Yep.
People burn this type of like fake money all the time. You burn stuff so that you can release that out of your body and bring in something new.
You talking about fake money though, like I feel like that's not a sacrifice.
Oh, well, no,
you don't feel no type of way from burning fake money, but if you were to burn a real $100 bill, that's gonna take something out of you.
Yeah, I guess I was thinking that's in a different matter though. That's more so of like it's a different type of attention, I guess, that doesn't have to do with the altar. But that just came into my mind because I did come across some videos like that, and you would fill in what you want, and it's more like an intention type of deal, like a manifestation. That's more of the manifestation work. But hold on, to recap with this altar stuff before I forget, I was trying to say, like, you are what you give out. So, if you sacrifice and you give to the, higher spirit, our creator, you should get that 10 times. I guess that's what I was trying to say. Like, you get what you give out, and I think if you give out to an altar, then you should get blessed. Like, I don't know, just showing I guess the way I see it is you're showing your appreciation, you're showing your gratitude, you're showing that you want to share, you want to be grateful, like, you want to, like, respect almost, even though it is something that I haven't done, but I definitely do feel called to do. So,
I mean, after this chapter, I feel like I need to clean up my little altar here and make it right.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yes.
And actually use it with intention. Because if I think about, like just this month alone, we are halfway through the month, and though it's been kind of crazy and there's instances where it should have knocked me down, I truly feel blessed in everything that's happened this month, and so even that feeling, okay, I feel blessed, I should be giving that back.
I feel that
would be the thing that I do in my secret place with the Lord, and so that's where I feel like this chapter has motivated me to get my little altar together. Which is good, because I've wanted to do that already, but my concept, like I said, of the altar has been different.
What's funny, girl, is I actually went shopping the other day. Bless you. I went shopping the other day, and I found a shelf that, we're doing a theme in this bedroom, and I found a color for this shelf. And I literally ain't never seen this shelf at no store before. Bless you, girl. I ain't never seen no shelf like this, and I got it. And I'm literally like, it was for the sole purpose of putting like my spiritual items on it. So I feel like that all kind of came into alignment for me.
So that shelf could be your altar.
Yeah, that's what it's gonna be, girl. It's very big.
Oh, anoint that thing.
Girl, I sure am.
Need to get some anointed oil. Actually, I have some. I just have to anoint it. And see, I think another thing too is like, so like for me, I used to think like, okay, I can't anoint this myself. I have to go get some anointed oil from like a pastor or somebody who's super religious. But I don't think it has to be that deep. I feel like anointing it would simply be, if you pray to the Lord and you got full intentions, with the Lord, you sit there with that oil, and it's not you anointing it, it's you in the presence of the Lord that makes that oil anointed. And so then you can use that for whatever.
Yeah, I don't think it's that deep at all. You can definitely do that. Real quick though, when you was talking about an altar in chat church, it's not a good term to use in the church. I think when I was like, I guess Christianity, they use altar, but I just don't think it's the same altar, because I think it's more so an altar that they work on, where they set everything in preparedness of what they're using, like the Bible. That's where he reads. He's right there, I believe. It's been so long since I've been, but then I think they prepare like the wine and stuff at the table and then bring it out. So I don't think they ever really left anything there for like God or creator or anything. They just, once they brought it from the table and just fed all of the people working up on the stage, and then came down to us, and then.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, I guess it's a different type of altar.
I don't know.
But wait, real quick, what was it called? The religion that you're saying you were raised on, was it Christianity or something else?
So it was a denomination of Christianity. So there's different denominations. Like for example, there's Catholicism, I don't know if that's the right word, but there's Catholics, there's Lutherans. I was Baptist. So there's
Oh,
Baptists.
Baptist.
There's some other different denominations, and they're basically all Christianity, but just different viewpoints of
Oh,
Christianity.
girl, hold on. It's Baptist. I was gonna tell you about this. They had sent me this pamphlet saying why you should choose us, or maybe it was something else, but they were saying they basically use all these harsh terms in the Bible. They never took them out, so they kept them in. So you're gonna see some wild terminologies of stuff.
In the Baptist
I
church?
don't remember. I took a screenshot of it, but I don't remember if it was Baptist or if it was something else. Is it King of James, maybe?
King J- I don't know why my nose is being attacked right now, so I apologize. But you said King James?
I'm to be honest, I'm not sure if it was King
King
James.
James is a version of the Bible that I know a lot of Baptists. Well, I don't know anymore. I know back in the days, a lot of Christians used King James Version because they thought that was the most accurate version of the Bible because all the these and thous. But I think a lot of people now, and I don't know if this is a specific denomination or if Baptist people still use this, but I think a lot of people now use the excuse me, the New International Version, which is NIV, and people say it's more accurate.
Girl.
I don't know what's wrong with me. Something's attacking me on this camera.
Well, I just mentioned it real quick just because, man, I'll put it, I don't know, but it was just saying that this Bible, they use all kind of like words that I was just not used to being seen in the Bible, so it was kind of crazy. But yeah, let's end this.
The King James Version is very blunt.
I think it's the King James Version, and they were like, "Yep, we use all these words still."
Yeah.
I was like, "Wow." It was crazy, but
and I personally like, a lot of Christians do like I said, they like the King James Version because they think it's the most accurate. I don't like the King James Version because I just personally feel like the language is so different that you can't really understand it. Like, how can you understand these and thous and thus unless you really like study that? But like
okay, let's end this.
I'm sorry, I don't know what's wrong with me.
Know, but it's like an allergy attack, and that thing is not gonna go away. You're gonna get all crazy.
Yeah. I'm okay until you start seeing my face blow up. Then I gotta go.
Girl, I'm like, for me, I would have been lost my voice already. That about a sneezes. But yeah, it was just like abomination, and that's kind of the only word I can think of right now. But it was just some like harsh, vulgar like terms, girl. Yeah. And I was like, I don't think like I'd be cringing the whole time with those strong like language, to be honest with you. Like, yeah, that's just a pretty aggressive for me. Like, I don't need to read it to know I'm probably not gonna enjoy it, honestly. No offense to people who do like that, but I'm not with that.
I'm concerned about people who do like
that's like, it's almost like it's like, because it brings you to like a negative kind of place, low key, like here,
especially if you not understanding the deeper meaning of the word. Like, that's what I really meant when I said I don't like the King James Version, because of the language. Like, you get so mixed up with the words and you're so focused on the words, you're missing the underlying message.
Yeah, because you're probably like, yo, they really just said that. Like,
yeah. Completely blinded by the whole meaning of the message.
Yeah.
So.
But it's crazy. Okay. Any other thoughts?
Nah, girl, I need a tissue.
Okay. Let's can we do a quick prayer here?
I'm gonna let you leave this prayer, okay?
Okay.
I don't got nothing to say.
Okay. You said a lot during the first one, so thank you for that. Divine Mother and Father, Spirit Guides, Creator, I thank you for, guiding us. I'm grateful for the messages that you have gave us, and we are allowed to put out into the world. And I thank you so much. And I thank everybody who's watching this right now, to bless everybody watching this, and to continue to be with everybody during any type of hardships or hard times right now, and guide them into a path that will bring them their ultimate happiness and joy. I thank you so much for being with us, and continue to bless us and know that you are present with us. In Jesus' name, amen. Thank you, Creator. All right. Bye, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
I think this life could be special if I get rid of the devils. They think that I am a rebel, I think they want me to settle. There's nobody on my level, they think that work is too stressful. I think that work is essential, the grind is all in your mental.